Hi, everybody. My name is Tila Herman, and for those of you who don't really know me, maybe you stumbled across this somehow. I started out in June of 2012 at about 240 pounds. I was probably one of the most miserable people that I knew. I was bitter and jealous, and I just wasn't a very pleasant person to be around. I was very depressed, and I hated myself for the way that I was and to where I had allowed myself to get. A lot of things have changed in the last almost 2 years, and I've recently got a lot of people asking me what it was that's made the change. And I know exactly what it was. It started off truly with the determination that I was not the determination, the decision that I was sick of living the way that I was living. I was sick of being the big mom at my kids' school. I was sick of waking up and looking in the mirror and not being able to recognize the image that was there. I mean, she looked familiar, but she most certainly wasn't who I thought, who I was in my head. That the image wasn't it at all. And so I would tend to look past the image in the mirror until you get the pictures. And when you get pictures, I mean, those are hard, cold, hard, indisputable facts of what you look like, from someone else's eyes. And you see that and you're like, oh my gosh, is that really me? Is that really how people see me? Because that most certainly is not the way that I see myself. And when that happened, I knew, I just got sick of it and I knew something had to change. So starting with that, I worked with the decision, I went forward with the decision that I just wasn't going to live that way anymore. That took me, and I talk forever, but that took me on a juice fast, which has it greatly improved my life, and it gave me the kickstart that I needed to get started on my healthy life. But truly, I think what has brought the positivity to me and just this recent, because everybody's like, it's just recent. What is it about you? It's not just a haircut, there's something more. And there is. And it really, I took a long time to get started with it because I was too hesitant and too afraid of what everybody else would think, which is totally not the way to live your life. If you really want to be happy, then the only person that you need to be worried about making happy on this earth is you. And then the rest falls into place because when you become happy and when you become confident and when you know that what you're doing in your life is healthy, then you're able to help more people. You're able to be a better wife, a better girlfriend, a better daughter, a better mother, a better sister, just everything in your life. It becomes easier because you're more confident in yourself. Mine started in I don't even know, in all honesty, when it started. I guess no, it started when I had one of the most amazing women that I've met come up to me and tell me that she blew me away, and she told me that she thought that I would be great at coaching people and coaching people through health and fitness. And I laughed at her, and luckily it was over the computer, so I didn't have to laugh at her face. But I laughed and I thought, are you joking? I mean, I had lost weight by this point, and I was probably down to 180 pounds, but I was still overweight. I really didn't have the true confidence. I had a little bit more confidence because, you go from hating yourself to starting to love yourself, and there's a lot of confidence there, truthfully, but not at the level that I'm at today. I wasn't where I am. I didn't, at that point, it wasn't, oh my gosh, I can do anything I want, which is how I feel now. I know there, and it's not a feeling now. I know. I know that I am amazing and strong enough to do anything that I set my mind to. And that's such a great feeling. But at the time when I was 180 pounds, I had confidence in myself, but not to that level, if that makes sense. I didn't, at that time I was 180 pounds. I keep going back to that, but I'm sorry. And I didn't think that there was a way that I could ever get below 160. Truthfully, I mean, I thought I was about where I was going to be, and I just wasn't happy with that. So She came up to me and told me she thought I would be good at coaching. No way. I laughed at her. I said, there's no way that anyone would listen to me. There's no way that anybody would want to follow someone who's not at their goal weight, which is such a joke. Now, looking back on it, it's just such a joke. Um, I still was in the habit of making excuses, and I was truly really good at making excuses. I'm sorry, I need a drink. Um, so I was in the habit of making excuses, but I still at the time felt stuck. I was at 180 pounds, and again, I thought 20 pounds was as best as I could get. I watched this woman go from 200 pounds. Literally, I was on her friends list. It wasn't like I've just gone back and seen her pictures, you know. I'm on her friend. I'm a friend in Facebook, you know, which that's a friend. And I watched her go from 200 pounds to I think at the time she was 140, which blew me away, you know, and I was like, how did she do that, you know? And she was like, it's easy. It really is, you know, and I can help you and I can coach you. And so that's when she told me about Beachbody, and she told me about the fitness DVDs that they have, and it's a fitness program that's already worked out for you. And then she also told me about the Shakeology that she would want me to drink once a day as a meal replacement. It's not just a protein drink. It's not just an additive that you add to water or something and you drink. It's not an expense that you have to put on top of your grocery bill and everything, because it's a replacement. You're truly replacing one meal a day, and you're going to be committed to this, you know? So she told me about it, and I was ready. I can't say I was ready right away. I struggled a little bit with the shakes. I didn't think that I needed them. And she told me, you know, I truthfully think that you need to give it a try. This is so much, again, so much more than just a protein drink. It's more than vitamins and water. You know, this is a meal replacement. This is high quality superfood ingredients. We're talking goji berries, wheatgrass, you know, like the ingredients go on and on, but we're talking great ingredients here. And I was just like, yes, but I know how to juice, you know, I know how to make nutrition in a glass. And she showed me what all was in it. And she's, you know, this little picture, this photo. And she said, you know, do you truthfully think that you could juice all of this in a day, or would you want to? And I looked and I'm like, oh, no, most certainly not. You know, there's just so many good things in there that you know are most certainly good for you. You hear them, you know, and you read them in the good recipes that you're looking up and everything right now when you're on your way to trying to get to a better health. But it's all packed into this one drink, and it's a drink that she would drink every single day. And I'm like, if she's drinking it every single day, it can't be just disgusting. You know, it has to be at least okay to drink. She assured me, you have a 30-day money back. You know, you get your shakes, try it, you know, and you can even use it for 15 days. And if you decide even 15 days in, you know what, this isn't for me, this is not what I thought it was going to be, you get your money back. It's 100, you know, you have 30 days to return the product. So that made me feel better, you know, especially with us on the budget that we had. So I decided to give it a try. You know, I was like, look, I want to get serious and I want to do something. But I told her I still didn't have the confidence in coaching, and I said, I'm just not ready yet. And she said, that's okay. I'll be here when you are, but I know you'll be ready. I know you will. And I just was rolling my eyes, and I was like, okay, she'll finally move on to somebody else now that she has the sale. No, you know, that's not what it's about. That's totally not what it's about with her. She helped me. She held my hand through it. You know, anything that I needed help with, she was there. She gave me the tools that I needed to help guide my way through healthy eating, through a fitness program that, you know, I got up and I had to do every day. And then with my drinking and my Shakeology, which by the way was delicious. You know, I got the chocolate vegan Shakeology. That was my first one. And I've made a couple switches every now and then because I want to see if I could like a different flavor. And I got to tell you, I don't. Like, I mean, it's not that I don't like them, but chocolate is by far my favorite, and I'm not a chocolate fan, so it's crazy. But I love, you know, the shakes. And I noticed after about a week that I just started feeling better all around. I felt better on the inside, and I don't know, I just had more energy to do my workouts, and I was like, is this a placebo? But it's not, because you get on the boards and stuff like that, and you see all these people that say the exact same thing, that, they feel great, their skin looks great, they have more energy, their hair, their nails, like all these things, because it's packed with vitamins and with, super ingredients. Just, it's packed with great quality ingredients. So then I had foot surgery, and I couldn't exercise during my foot surgery. I couldn't do my program. And to be honest, because of that, I felt so bummed out, and I kind of slacked on my shakes. And I could tell, I mean, I was still losing weight a little bit here and there, but I wasn't like where I wanted to be. And I knew, looking in the mirror, just because you lose weight does not mean that you get the six-pack abs. You don't. You have to work for that. And that takes work and determination. So a lot of people they'll like jump on these juice fasts or whatever with these huge hopes of losing all of this weight, but not real, and not everybody, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people do, and they don't understand that it's not just the weight loss that you need. You also need fitness, daily fitness. You have to work those muscles that you want to look great. And you can't do that just by drinking a juice and sitting on the couch. It's not going to work. But this like helped me put everything together. I wasn't just on a juice fast or feeling like that was the only way that I could lose weight and then getting off of it. I mean, that's a yo-yo diet. I'm not saying juicing's a yo-yo diet. I'm saying that if you go from juicing to going back to the way that you ate before, then it's going to be a yo-yo. All you're going to be doing is riding this weight gain, weight loss, weight gain, weight loss game, and it's going to drive you insane. And that's kind of where I was. So, and I did try to jump back into a juice fast around that time. And I struggled internally. I was like, I don't think this is the way that I'm supposed to go with my diet. And diet, I mean not diet as in a yo-yo diet and something that you get off of. I mean a lifestyle. Like a diet isn't something that you eat, the actual contents of what you eat. That's your diet. That's what I'm talking about. So I knew that had to change. I knew I could not live on juice alone. And to be honest, I'll talk about it in another post. I've got to. But my hair started falling out. And if you talk to people who have been through juice fasts, it's because you're not getting enough protein. Yes, 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 there's protein in your juices. Yes, you get protein from your spinach and from some other leafy greens. Yes, I'm not denying that. But it is not enough. I don't care if you're, juicing entire plants. I juiced entire plants of kale in a day, and I was not getting enough, and spinach too. I love spinach. But I was not getting it, and I was losing my hair. So when I got back on the Shakeology, and you could ask my hairstylist, I'd love to get you in touch with her. She's amazing, first of all. But the first time she saw me, I had told her, I'm starting this Beachbody thing. And I'm not that I'm starting it, but I'm getting serious with it. I'm going to be a coach. And so for 2 months, it was 2 months that I had seen her, that I went in between haircuts. I went back and my hair was so full. She just sat there and kept having to cut hair and cut more hair and cut more hair to thin it out and thin it out and thin it out, because it was growing back so much in the back that she was, we live in Texas, I don't need, yeah, the big hairstyles, we do all that here, but I do not need this big, thick head of hair in the middle of the summer. It is hot. So when we got done, I looked down at the floor and there was just hair everywhere. And she was like, what have you been doing? And so, I told her, man, it's just the Shakeology. I swear, that's the only thing that I've been doing differently. I've been, exercising like normal and everything. And so people notice a difference. I go to church and people will tell me, what is different about you? It's not, I love your hair, but I think it's more than that, because like you're glowing. What are you doing? And I'm like, it's Beachbody, it's Shakeology. I feel like, this cheerleader. I feel like the person that's on the commercials that doesn't get paid. But I've never been asked to do that, so anyway, I have to make my own commercials. So it had to have been around, if I'm being honest, January of 2014, this year, when I decided that I needed to be serious. This was still being stuck. I was stuck in my going back between juice fasts and not, and I was about to get clearance or whatever, doctor release, whatever, so that I could start working on it, again, have foot surgery. So I was really excited. I had not been able to work out in forever, and I got pumped, and I started telling people on Facebook, I'm going to start working out. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to do it. And then a light bulb hit because I was also feeling a little taken. I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know, or I was, and that was, and not that there was anything. I felt at, oh my gosh, my oldest kids are almost 7, you know, they were 6.5 at the time, and I just felt like I was being taken for granted. Not, I mean, yes, everything that I was doing was my job. It's my, you know, as a mother, as a wife, everything. But I felt like I was losing people's respect, you know, in my family. And I didn't like that. And I wanted more control. And I knew that I wanted to do something for myself because I never put myself first. And I never did. And mothers have such a hard time with this and we struggle with it so much. But I decided, look, I'm always putting other people first. And it's obviously not working the way that I want it to work. I mean, yes, it worked. I don't want to, you know, we weren't broken or anything. But I wasn't as fulfilled as I knew that I could be, you know? So I said, I'm done wishing. I'm done saying, you know, seeing my friend Elise, who's my coach, seeing her go from making $200 a month to, at the time, she was, I think it was her 8th month in, or her 9-month in. So her 8th month, she made $3,500 that month. And I was like, what? You know, like, I truly couldn't. I mean, it's not that I couldn't believe it. I believed it. She showed me the pay stubs, you know, like there's no, it's there, you know. So it's not that I didn't believe her, but it blew my mind there, you know. I was blown away. And for a long time, I sat back and I was like, if only I had this, if only I had that, if only, if only, if only. And one day I was like, what are you doing to yourself? You know, if only's ass, you know, like, you can. Why are you shortchanging yourself? You know, are just as strong as she is. We're both just human beings, you know. She doesn't have this superhuman ability, and no one else on this earth has a superhuman ability. All it is waking up, having the determination and the drive to get your goals done, and not taking no for an answer. And I said, gosh, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I told my husband, I've got to do this and I need your support, but I'm gonna go forward with this coaching thing, and I'm gonna give it, you know, a few months, and if it doesn't pan out, then fine. You can say I told you so, and I won't push it again. But I just have this huge feeling. You know, you get that gut feeling, that thing that tells you that it's right, you know, not that thing that's like, uh-oh, you know. No. I'm talking about the feeling inside that's like, it's moving to you, you know, like you feel motivated, you feel right, you know, you know what I'm talking about. And I had it and I told him I feel it, you know, and I know that I'm making, you know, it's not just a decision for me. It's not just me and him anymore. We have 3 children, you know, we have twins who are 6 years old and our youngest is 2, I say 2.5, but he's closer to 3. But you know, it's a big decision. It's not just mine to make. And so you know, I needed his support. And I told him, I'm going to give it a few months, you know, and if it doesn't pan out, then fine. Let's just say I told you so and we'll move on, you know, but I've got to give this my all because I never want to have to look back and think, man, what if, you know, because I have been in it for technically a coach, you know, for so long. I just wasn't pushing myself and pushing my business, you know. I wasn't ready. Or no, it's maybe not that. I was hiding behind the excuses, you know, like looking back, coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know, and oh man, I wish I had because I'd be so much further and I would be able to help so many more people by now, you know. But anyway, and I did. I said, I'm giving it my all. And I went to my coach and I said, I know I've been a coach for a while. She did talk me into it, but it only is a discount thing. I can tell you more about that. But, you know, I told her, I'm ready. I'm ready to give it everything that I've got. I'm ready to go forward with these next couple months. And I'd always been negative in the past and very self-doubting, you know. And so I told her I'm ready and I'm not going to be negative at all. It was around Lent. I said, I'm getting rid of the negativity and I'm pushing myself and tell me what to do. And so, of course, she told me what to do. She's my mentor, and that's her job. And she helped me get started again. And she said, Tila, I always knew you could do this. I wouldn't have come to you and told you straight off the bat that I thought that you should be a coach if I didn't think that you should. She was like, I've always seen this in you. You just haven't seen it in yourself. And she was right. Becoming a coach and getting serious about it, you can become a coach and not earn a dollar. And still get a little bit of a discount each month. It's true. I did it forever. I did it for a long time. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not pushing yourself. I never really got accountable, and I never found this passion and this drive until I became a coach and until people became accountable to me. People started becoming accountable to me. And I knew, here I am, I'm a coach. I'm telling these people, look, I know what works because I've seen it work. It's worked for me, if you do A, B, and C, then you're going to get result C, or A, B, and C, then you're going to get result D, or E, or F, or whatever, letter you're looking for. It's such an amazing feeling to have that, and to be able to help people, not just get into their challenges, which is what I needed in the beginning. I needed more of the challenge, and I got it. And then now I can help people with their mentoring, and I can help them also become a coach. And it's just such an amazing feeling to have. It's pushed me to a whole nother level. People look up, I'm umming all the time, I'm so sorry. People look up to me, and I can help. And that has changed so much in me. Like, how do you begin to, I know I'm going to get emotional, but truly, how do you begin to even count the ways in which something like this has changed you? Like, my gosh, yes, it's helped us financially with my family. I've been able to pay a car payment on my own. I've never paid a car payment in my life, truthfully, ever in my life. And I was able to do that out of my own, not my own account. Of course, it's both mine and my husband's, but out of my own work, I did it, and I helped pay, and that gave me so much self-worth. It wasn't just the money, it was the self-worth that I got, and being able to help people, because that is so important to me, and to be able to reach out to people and help them, and to be there for them when they're not sure that they can go, make it another day. That's been so motivating to me, and I'm so passionate about it, and I love it so much. All of my challenge members have my phone number, not just people that want to be coaches under me, All of my challenge members have my phone number, and I tell them, if you need to talk to me, send a message, send me a text message, and we're going to work this out. We'll schedule a time to talk on the phone. Or if you'd rather, if you don't like talking on the phone, I understand. We can video chat, or we can just chat. But whatever you need, tell me, and I'm here. I will be here for you. And to be able to say that, and to mean it, though, and it to, it changes your life. Not just changing your life, changes your life and your family's life and everything, but the ability to help other people change their life is, oh my gosh, it's what I would imagine a high being, if you were high, they tell you when you get the medicine before you go in for surgery, that crazy, calm down medicine or whatever, ooh, but you're feeling good, but because that's like loopy, that you're even loopy during that. I don't feel loopy. I'm clear-headed. I found a passion, and aside, my passion is for my kids, don't get me wrong, and that will never change. That will never change. But now to have a passion that's outside of the home, it means so much, and it's so freeing and so empowering that it's changed me in so many ways. So that's truthfully it. I don't want to keep bubbling on and going on and on about this. I do want to say, though, that if any of what I said sounds like something that you want to do, if you want to coach, contact me now and we can talk about it. It's not like by contacting me, you're obligated to anything. I don't call people, trust me, I'm very busy. I do not sit and call people and email people constantly. I don't have the time for that. So, send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Tila Juicing Herman. My email is thejuice@homemom@gmail.com. That's my email. And I have a blog, which is my 40-day juice fast.blogspot.com. So, any one of those ways, get a hold of me though. We can talk about it. Also, if you're interested in just becoming a challenge member and getting pushed more and having accountability and having me become your coach, same thing, contact me. I'm going to end this now. It's been 25 minutes. You guys have a lot of things, more better things to do than listen to me ramble, but I wanted to share my passion with you. It's been so great, and I would love to help you change your life. So we'll talk to you guys soon, I hope. Thank you for listening. Bye.